Hey everybody, I'm Randall,
And I'm Gage.
and this is the first episode of Justice for All, the podcast about anything. A little bit about myself. I am from Indiana, Midwest. Woo woo. I live out in Oregon now, and I work for marijuana grow. A little bit background. I have a college degree in business, and we're just here to talk about like our point of view on things, and hope to kind of reach out to people that don't always have a voice for us everyday guys, and hopefully we get a following, and hope you guys like what we have to talk about. So, all right, Gage, what about you, man?
Well, I'm Gage. I'm also from Indiana. We're old college roommates at IU, so woohoo!
Yes.
And I live in Florida now. Work for Merrill Lynch as in the reconciliation department.
Yeah, and we just thought, one day we could just do something like this. So here we go. Today's topic, we didn't get any guests for this initial one, as this is kind of like our beta testing. So hope you guys enjoy this topic. It's been a big one in the news lately. It's about gun control and the Second Amendment, or just rights in general. So that's kind of what we're going to be tackling. We'll give our perspectives each. Maybe go over pros and cons of what our point of views are. Present counter arguments. Hopefully, what other people think. And feel free to comment. Leave comments as you guys watch this, because we definitely want feedback. So yeah, let's get started. So Gage, what do you have to say?
Well, obviously, first off, what happened in Florida, I mean, it's a tragedy, and, we can't understate that at all.
Yeah.
And I think whenever stuff like this happens, everybody jumps to, on the whole gun control argument, and then it kind of falls off after, a couple weeks pass, and, it doesn't really get talked about again until, another shooting happens.
Right.
So, I mean, my point of view on it all, basically, I'm not against, some of the stricter background checks and stuff like that. Like, I get that. That makes sense to me. Shouldn't have people that are mentally ill buying guns. But at the same time, a lot of people go overboard with the fact that, they want to ban all semi-automatic rifles or, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Second Amendment is there to protect us from, invaders, foreign and domestic.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that's a good view, I think. For me personally, I'm all about the constitutional rights. I think, when our early settlers came to this country, we had these things for a reason, because through history, and as we all know, like through history, the governments or larger powers of people like to take, make you weak, like to, disarm you. That's the first thing they do, is come for your weapons, and try to do that kind of thing, So that's not a good thing. And, so the right to bear arms is there for a reason, I really think. As far as like the degree, like I don't think there's a difference between, an assault rifle or a pistol. Really, I don't think it matters, because in the grand scheme of things, if you take people's guns away, like law-abiding citizens, people that don't usually do these kind of acts, if you do that, then those people are still going to find ways to get guns. Those good people won't have guns. So I think these things are here for a reason. I think that there's a way now how we can prevent that, from these kind of things. I don't think the answer is to, take away. I think the answer is, let's arm people and make us aware, and, teach people how to use these things properly. And then, maybe I'm on board with maybe, a little bit tighter screening. But other than that, I really don't think it makes a difference whether you have a shotgun, it doesn't, And most of the time, you know, I mean, the gun-free zone. This is where these things are happening. So, like, really, it's kind of ironic to me when people say the answer to this problem is to make us have less guns when these people are going to places that already don't have guns. You know, like I just so that's kind of where I'm at with this.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I mean, first off, the point that you said, like, about the different countries and them banning guns. I mean, Hitler, you look at Iran, you look at, all these different countries, and as soon as they took the guns away, that's whenever, dictators started.
That's so, what happened. And then, like, it starts with the guns, and then it goes to free speech. And we're already seeing around this country a lot of the free speeches, like, you can't necessarily always say what you want anymore, as much as, I'm not saying that. And I'm saying, people do have free speech, but, there's always, it's like, people want, like, when bad things happen or things work out to where it's not, in people's favor, sometimes they jump to conclusions that are to extremes, and it's like, well, when is this? Okay, we'll give you this, and then there'll be something else, and it's like, when does it end? When does it end when we keep giving in to, like, things like this?
Yeah. I mean, if you allow the government to take and take and take, I mean, they're not going to stop.
Exactly. And anything.
And I mean, second of all, I mean, I would debate the point that we don't have as much free speech in this country anymore, I feel like, because nobody's open to debate anymore. It's either their way or the highway, or, they won't even listen to the opposition. I mean, it comes from both sides of the political aisle. Like, you can't even have a debate with anyone anymore without, somebody calling you some outlandish thing that, if you're concerned about a certain topic, if you're, a racist or a sexist or a bigot or, whatever.
Exactly.
And that's not the point at all. Like, we're trying to have a civil conversation.
Oh, yeah. It seems to me, too, like, what people do is, like, attack, and then when you like, defend yourself, it seems like, it's always personal, and it never goes, like, it's like, they can't take it, and then they'll just run away or move on, It's kind of like they never really defend, a lot of time, not everybody, but a lot of times it seems that way. And, it's a shame, man, like, I
mean, especially with social media, social media, fans those flames, like, a ton, like Facebook and, all the arguments on Facebook, and, I mean, the media fans them as well, because, they're so polarized anymore, whether you're watching, CNN or Fox or whatever. I mean, they're obviously leaning a political way, and they all have their own agendas that they're trying to push, and I mean, it just further drives the division in the country, I feel like.
Exactly, man. And, I mean, there's a lot, that goes into, like, these things. I really, now, okay, I'll look at it objectively, from the other side. Let's say this. We'll say, what if, everyone's guns got taken away, and what if, there's, it's harder to get guns actually initially, and then maybe some people get guns taken away on technicality. Let's say that happens. What do you think comes next, or, if we give into that, and then we settle on that to where not everyone's guns get, like, what do you think happens next? That's what, I guess, I don't know, like, or we could even say our point, like, what if we take a strong stance, what does that route look like? So I just, I don't know what the right answer is. I just don't know what the right answer is. But yeah.